many observers tend to foresee for the continent. Africa, it seems, can handle it. And this not only because of Africa's young population, of her climate conditions, and her physical resilience. It's also because of something that countries worldwide have noticed with astonishment about Africa in general and Ghana in particular, and that is discipline and commitment. At this point, we were hoping that Ms. Rebecca Ottmann from Siemens Foundation would join us to continue our brief introduction. Unfortunately, I see that there is some technical glitch. She is not here, not yet, but I'm sure she will come in a second. Maybe Kwang Yung, you can continue.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, as Dr. Michael Blank already mentioned, our life has changed over the last couple of months drastically, but it doesn't mean that it has to stop. So this is the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, the German delegation of Industry and Commerce, right? The Siemens Foundation, supported by GIZ, we decided to continue our efforts to support Ghana in all different areas: education, vocational training, and entrepreneurship. So we decided to continue with Educata 2020, but as already mentioned, due to the given circumstances, we just changed our approach. So that's why we are here, that's why you see a lot of cameras, that's why you see a lot of screens, and that's why we are online. This is the new reality.
Due to prevailing safety and health regulations, we want to bring together Ghanaian and international stakeholders this morning and the next 2 days of the educational sector in this hybrid system, which is still a little bit to be developed, but I think we are going to sort it out, with a lot of discussions and here face-to-face in a physical way, and as well virtual encounters. educataGhana 2020 will be one of the first major conferences and trade fairs of this kind in Ghana, with a physical on-site option while strictly adhering to social distance measures as well. So please wear your face mask whenever it is possible.
Yes, we do sense a strong desire of business, politics, and academia to come together and meet in person, with all necessary safety and health regulations in place, of course. Online meetings via Zoom, Teams, WebEx, and all the other ones are helpful and they are convenient, but they cannot substitute for a personal exchange. At least that's my and others' experiences. And this might be one of the most important messages we've learned over the last couple of months. I see Rebecca Ottmann from Siemens Foundation joining us. Rebecca, good morning to Germany. Please, could you also give us a brief update from Germany and a brief welcome to Educata?
From cold and foggy Germany. So I really would prefer being with you and joining educataGhana. So to be honest, I have been included in your virtual session. No, it's a real session right now. So I'm not up to date when you have started, but yes, I would like to say it's
Yes, apologies for this hiccup. I think we all make experiences that have never been made before when it comes to the hybrid version of a conference, in person and virtual, so please bear with us. I'm sure we will get back, and the technical guys in the back will make sure that she will have another chance to talk to us, but maybe Kwang Yung, you might want to continue.
Yes, as it was mentioned, there is a life after Corona, after COVID-19, and actually our life is still ongoing. So by considering all the necessary measures, right, we have to follow to have a safe and healthy environment, we realize that the topic education, training, and jobs or empowerment is too important for Ghana that we just wait. So that's why we said we are here and we will still run our Educata 2020 with all the necessary requirements and all the logical hiccups like we just faced now. But please, this is our first time that we have the hybrid event, so bear with us. We'll try our best to solve it.
It is impossible to think about Ghanaian-German relations in the field of education, training, empowerment, and job creation without mentioning GIZ, German International Cooperation. With more than 400 staff members, mostly Ghanaian experts, GIZ has been operative in Ghana for many years. Private sector development has become one of the focal points of GIZ recently. And particularly the new program Special Initiative on Training and Job Creation will no doubt be most important when it comes to the creation of sustainable and high-skilled jobs. A sound education on all different levels is an essential requirement to achieve this goal. GIZ is therefore a major supporter of educataGhana 2020. And Regina Bauerx, the country head of GIZ, is here today, and she can also and would also like to say a few words in regard to the opening. Regina, please.
Thank you, Michael Blank, for these nice words and the introduction. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Matthew Prempeh, we have met already last week, so now we have this opportunity also to already exchange some ideas about TVET. Deputy German Ambassador to Ghana, Helge Sander, distinguished guests, our virtual participants, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols observed. Good morning. I'm honored to be with you today for the opening of the educataGhana 2020. And for those who are here physically, I want to thank you for making time to join despite these extraordinary times of COVID-19. I'm also aware that we have many of you participating via social media. Thank you for investing your valuable time to participate as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an exciting and anxious time to an institution, employers, employees, job seeker, or entrepreneur. I'm sure many of you will be wondering why I'm saying this. As we all know, the pandemic, it was already mentioned, has brought a lot of things to a standstill and has at the same time triggered a lot of creativity and innovation across the board. And this event is a good example of the latter. Today, and for the next 80 hours, educataGhana will present a platform for us to discuss the skills and capacity gaps in industry, the challenges in Ghana's educational setup, TVET, entrepreneurship, STEAM education, the effects of COVID-19 on education and businesses, among other pertinent issues. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan once said, "Education is the premise of progress. in every society and every family. Indeed, education has played a big role in the life of each of us and plays a huge part in forming our identity. Education lays the ground for the professional pathway for every child. And from a macroeconomic perspective, a skilled workforce is a prerequisite for economic growth and development. Besides improving livelihoods, the skilled workforce attracts investments into Ghana, supports the growth of domestic companies, and opens the door for new and varied opportunities for all. If Ghana is to meet the specialized and technical skill demand of international companies like Volkswagen, Bosch, or Siemens, there needs to be a shift in the current training system of technical and vocational institutions to meet international standards, and all stakeholders in the education sector must work together to contribute for this change. While there has been progress in trying to involve practical experiences through internships and apprenticeships and educational curricula, there is still often a disconnect between the needs of industry and the capacity of technical institutions to create opportunities and to create competent, job-ready graduates for employment. The revision of curricula and alignment with industry needs and the upgrading of the skills of training institutions and instructors are trained and tested approaches to ensure that students and craftsmen seeking to enhance their skills can benefit from modernized training. But not only training institutions have these challenges. On the other hand, also, industry must be prepared to engage with institutions on their needs and provide opportunities for students and tradesmen to gain on-the-job training. This is quite a big challenge, and as I said earlier, this needs a collective effort from national and international partners. Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we in GIZ are doing our part and are happy to support educataGhana in several areas to ensure stakeholders connect with the right people and job seekers and entrepreneurs are empowered. This includes the participation of some of our programs which we implement on behalf of the German government, namely the Ghanaian German Center for Jobs, which focuses on enhancing entrepreneurship competencies and supports its clients in starting up a business, thereby providing a great contribution towards availing economic alternatives for job seekers, returned migrants, and potential migrants in Ghana. At this year's Educata 2020, the GGC will be powering the virtual Ghana Job Fair, where there will be a bouquet of services to choose from and opportunities for leveraging. Another program, the Special Initiative on Training and Job Creation, is a priority initiative of the German government. The goal is to partner with the private sector to promote job-creating growth of Ghanaian and European companies in Ghana and to create an enabling environment for investment for German, European, and African companies. The initiative is thus supporting companies to overcome investment barriers, improve the business ecosystems in selected sectors and locations in Ghana, and tackle skills. At Educata, the Special Initiative on Training and Job Creation funded measure Biz for Jobs, which is implemented by AHK, is offering a platform to strengthen employers' and companies' cooperation with training institutions to boost youth employability and seeks to establish partnerships with the private sector to create training opportunities and employment. And finally, at the Program for Sustainable Economic Development, which, to give you some examples, has provided entrepreneurial skills development trainings during the last years to over 9,000 young individuals and develop policies and reformation strategies towards a more demand-driven Ghanaian TVET system. Overall, GIZ implements programs that institute measures essential to improving the livelihood of Ghanaians, especially the youth. Please stop by our booth to learn more about what we do and how we can cooperate towards building improved institutions and a skilled labor force to participate in all aspects of the value chain of industry. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope that at the end of educataGhana 2020, our discussions will lead us to a better understanding of the challenges and gaps in the education sector and an alignment of stakeholder interests regarding industry standards and educational curriculum, and possibly a proposed roadmap towards effective implementation of desired results to satisfy all stakeholders. Before I conclude, I would like to congratulate the AHK for bringing together all relevant sectors in this conference. The challenges are complex, and we can only be tackled by the cooperation of all stakeholders. To the youth present here and watching virtually, after almost 1 year of being in Ghana, one of the most things I admire is seeing young people show enthusiasm in striving for better opportunities. And I cannot be repeated enough. Good education, good TVET lays the grounds for your future as successful entrepreneur or a demanded skilled worker. I will encourage you to take advantage of this career fair. To you, the job seekers or budding entrepreneur listening to me, do not be shy. Talk to the experts, make your pitch, network widely, find the mentor who might help you navigate through a tough patch and connect with our fellow participants. Ultimately, the world needs your creativity, your energy, passion, and vision. And I believe that you have the talent, the skills, and the ambition not just to pursue your dreams, but to realize them. You can lift not just your own families, but your communities and country to create opportunity, prosperity, and hope for decades to come. Thank you all for your attention, and I wish us all a successful conference.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bauochse. As she mentioned, education is very, very important. And when it comes to education, particularly TVET, German companies and the German training institution have developed amazing schemes, amazing programs. And that's why it is, of course, a natural development that the topic education, TVET, is part of the political agenda between Germany and Ghana. And who else than the German embassy could elaborate more on this political agenda? And therefore, I'm very happy to welcome Mr. Helge Sander, the Deputy Ambassador of the German embassy, to talk a little bit about the political agenda.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jung. Good morning, Honorable Minister, organizers. Thank you very much for the invitation to speak. But first of all, of course, dear participants, welcome to this event. Thank you very much for coming in challenging times. I'm not going to bore you for too long. I understand we're a bit behind schedule, so we should really kick this off with fewer speeches and more networking. I was asked to just shed a bit of light on why we see all these amazing institutions and companies here, and why are they doing that together with the Ministry of Education. If you consider that in 2017, you might have heard about it, under the German presidency of the G20, we launched the so-called Compact with Africa. What does that mean, Compact with Africa? It means that if countries in Africa reform their business framework. And one of the aspects of a business framework is, of course, the availability of highly skilled people. We, as the G20, pledge to encourage investment in African countries. And the name has already been mentioned once. For example, Volkswagen. Volkswagen has started assembling cars in Ghana, which I think is a major step for both, for the company, but also for Ghana. And when you talk to other companies who are looking at Africa, they are saying, yes, Ghana is the right place to be, but can you ensure, or can you give me an assurance that I find highly skilled workers? And that is, of course, on the one hand, where you think, okay, if you don't have companies who need high-skilled workers, why would you go through a specific training to become really, really well-skilled? While on the other hand, the companies say, well, if I don't find these people and I have to work on training them for years, that will delay my investment. But what I want is I want to create jobs in Ghana, and I want to pay people well. But of course, I also, as a company, want to profit from all the creativity that is there in Ghana. So we decided that we need to do both at the same time. We need to invest and work closely with the Ministry of Education to ramp up the TVET system. The university system in Ghana is already one of the best in all of Africa, while still we are supporting also university students with scholarships for Germany. German Academic Exchange Service is just on the other side of the podium. And with many other activities, we are, at the end of the day, what we are trying is to get Ghana, first of all, and some other African companies integrated into international value chains, so that really value addition is happening in Ghana, that of course companies sell to the Ghanaian market, but of course they also serve other markets from Ghana, so that Ghana really becomes a hub for many parts of the economy, and of course automotive is one of them. I'm very happy that not only in the sectors in the productive sectors, but also in the sectors of education, we have a lot to offer. I understand that the whole virtual delegation of companies and institutions from Germany, which offer many different things in distance learning, will be present via video link here tomorrow. So I hope it sheds a bit of light on the broader picture, why we are here, why we are doing this, and where we want to get together with our partners, the Ghanaian government. Ghana is one of our most important partners in Africa. It's definitely a partner in the value system. It's democratic, it's stable, it's peaceful. And that's why we want to work more with Ghana, and that's why we're seeing all the German institutions here, from the business sector, from the education sector, and that has to go hand in hand. I think you've heard about the German TVET system there. The exchange is very close. What do the companies need, and what do the schools need to train the students so that they can seamlessly be employed afterwards? And I think the Ministry of Education is on the same page with all of us that is where Ghana wants to get. Ghana is investing heavily in training and education, and we hope that with this event and many other events we can make a small contribution to Ghana's efforts to becoming a really industrialized country with an industrial base, with high-skilled workers and with decently paying jobs. And we are, from our side, doing what we can. Ghana government is also investing. So I believe there is a bright future. And if you today have interesting encounters, I think then we have already achieved something substantial, not only for you, but also for the relationship between Ghana and Germany, which is a relationship which is not only between the two governments, although I'm of course representing the government here, but it's also between the people, and it's between companies, and it's friendships, it's employments, it's many things. So on that note, I really hope that you make the most out of your presence here today and tomorrow, that you see what is on offer, and that it helps you, your friends and others, you spread the word, that we are here for the long run, and that we are happy to foster Ghana-German relations on any level possible. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Helge Sander, Deputy Ambassador of the German Embassy. Education, educataGhana, with its focus on education, needs the support and commitment of strong political voices, and one of these, maybe the strongest one in Ghana, is sitting right next to us, Honorable Dr. Matthew Prempeh. In fact, the strongest voice in government as a minister. He did not hesitate to join educataGhana 2020. I remember even last year we had discussions. He was asking right at the beginning in 2019, we need another educata. Sorry, the Germans are sometimes a bit slow, so we only were able to organize it now. But Honorable, we can promise next year we are standing close to you, but there are still some elections to win. So thank you very much for joining us, for bringing your support with your whole ministry to this year's conference. And he has not only given very important and valuable input over the last couple of months, he is also here today in person. He takes the time maybe as well to campaign a little bit for himself and for the ministry and the government. And we want to officially as well welcome you, Honorable Minister, to give us some welcoming words from your end. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me once again. I think attending and participating in Educata is one of the pleasant things that I do. I'm among friends and colleagues who understand what this government is trying to achieve. One of the main aims of this government, one of the main drivers of this government is to make Ghana a country where its citizens would prosper within the country. It means quickly industrializing the nation and better educating the citizens. So one of the first partnerships that His Excellency the President forged and asked me to follow up was His Excellency the German Chancellor. And one of the first travels I did as a minister was to go and study the German TVET system so that we could have an idea. The focus of government is not only to educate its citizens, but to equip them with the skills necessary for employability and for industrialization. If you look at what the government is trying to do about one district, one factory, and this general, even the automobile industry policy and this general focus on industrialization, you begin to understand why the Ministry of Education is under pressure to bring citizens who are well educated and who are also skilled. So when the organizers first contacted me, I was very much enthused to partner them and to bring the German industry and German society back home. So we had a lovely first conference, and I was looking forward towards the second one. And now, in the midst of COVID, when we have become very, very antisocial, your faith and your belief in the government and in Ghana makes you available here at this time. This is probably the first international conference we are hosting since the outcome of, or since the bad COVID came with us. And we are very, very appreciative of that. And I can assure you that the government and the people of Ghana will continually partner you because we know where we want to get to. And where we want to get to is to follow those who are there. And those who are there are the Germans who are the pace setters in technical, vocational education and training. We haven't stayed back. We have invested in that direction. We are investing in education, particularly in technical and vocational education. We are investing in new equipment to make it relevant to modern industry. We are investing in access by expanding the places. We are investing in the ability of the people not to stay back because of financial reasons. So even though TVET is free in the country, we are building modern classroom blocks, bringing in modern equipment. We want to partner the Germans in capacity building of the teachers so that we can get it right and we can have skilled Ghanaians involved in the labor force. It's only the skilled Ghanaian who can bring about industrialization and making the economy better for all Ghanaians. And so thank you for inviting us. We are participating, and we hope that it becomes one of the things that we all look forward in participating every year. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister, for your strong message. And trust me, we will do all we can do together with our partners here in Ghana in order to pursue this target and follow these achievements. Before we go on with the next formal step, that is opening a ceremony, opening a conference by ribbon cutting, which I would invite all of you, 3 dignitaries, to participate, let me once again go back to Munich, because we had some hiccups at the beginning in regards to bring in our 4th organizer, that's the Siemens Foundation. Maybe now I can see Rebecca. She's still smiling, fortunately enough. And Rebecca, maybe just because you were cut off, maybe you can finish what you wanted to say in regards to the educataGhana. And I hope now we can even hear you, because we had some problems with the tone as well. Let's see.
Thank you so much, Michael. And you know, I'm laughing because with my heart, I'm with you in Ghana, I'm in Africa. And I'm really so sorry for not joining you. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for all your speeches and for focusing on TVET. So our intention, the Siemens Stiftung intention as well, is to empower teachers to give great science lesson so that you can build on the foundation phase for skilled learners. We are very happy to contribute to Educata 2020 once again, because the maiden exhibition in 2018 has been such a great success, and we would love to continue and to empower the teacher to give TVET lessons. And we want to promote science as a school subject, and to improve vocational orientation for learners, and to improve the perception and the recognition of TVET, because we think vocational orientation, vocational training, TVET training is a foundation for the welfare of the country, for the welfare of Ghana. And I'm very happy to contribute with our Ghanaian team. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak once again. And I'd like to hand over to Michael. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you very much. I know you would have loved to join in as well. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but next time, I'm sure you will be here again. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the opening session, but an opening session is not an opening session without ribbon cutting and maybe a brief tour around the exhibition. So, Honorable Minister Regina Helge, may I ask you to follow me? I would like to ribbon cut and then have a little brief tour, whereas my colleagues will set up the stage for the next event. Once again, educataGhana 2020 is open. Thank you very much, and I hope we have 2 exciting days.